Absolutely breaking news in the world of boxing, my people. PBC is putting on a triple header like none other. As we all know, Keith one-time Thurman, your former unified welterweight champion at WBA, WBC at 147 pounds, right? His only loss was to the maestro, the legends of legends, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Keith one-time Thurman coming from his fight with Brock Jervis where he knocked him out in round 3.
Here he goes. Keith Thurman has Brock Jarvis hurt down. And is he out? 5. What a moment from the former champion. Jarvis digs deep, gets to his feet, but Thurman is poised. And here he comes.
Oh my goodness. Game over.
Oh! It's like he never left. It's Thurman the Great.
We back! A fighter who has only fought 3 times since 2019 is coming back for vengeance against the towering inferno Sebastian Fundora, my people. You guys know Sebastian Fundora was your WBO junior middleweight title, but lost that one, decided to take the rematch with Tim Tszyu. So they stripped him of it, gave it to Xander Zayas after he beat Homeboy. But Sebastian Fundora is still your WBC junior middleweight champion. And that's what's going to be on the line here. Keith one-time Thurman looking to make history again and become a 2-weight world champion against the 6'5" Sebastian Fundora, the tallest champion that we have in the sport of boxing, my people, at 154 pounds. I mean, dude, just the main event is absolutely ridiculous. You know, if you didn't watch Keith Thurman rise in the sport of boxing in his early days, and I understand you don't know who Keith Thurman is, and maybe you might not be excited about this, but you guys don't forget, Keith one-time Thurman is one of the best American boxers in his era that we've ever seen, my friends, and represents at the hardest, dude. This is an absolutely exciting fight. Now, the co-main event. O'Shaquie Foster versus Stephen Coolboy Fulton. This is the battle of the cools. Coolboy versus Ice Water. My people. 23 wins between the both of them. O'Shaquie Foster has 3 losses while Stephen Fulton only has 1. And we all know who that was to, my friends. That was to the monster Inoue. Back in 2023 where he was competing against Inoue to become an undisputed world champion. He was the WBC, WBO champion when Inoue went in there and took it all from him, my friends, knocking him out in round 8.
It's really hard to get in and out. Oh,
right hand hurts him. Oh, a huge right hand for time to work here in round number 8. Fulton hurt badly. The monster on the attack, trying to claim 2 more belts as Fulton tried to grab the ropes, backed up into the corner. Here comes Inoue. That destructive, decisive power does it again.
Now, since then, Stephen Fulton has moved up weight and actually became your WBC featherweight champion. O'Shaquie Foster. Now, this guy was on a 12-fight win streak before his last 2 fights, losing to Robson Canseco, an Olympic gold medalist, where honestly, it was a robbery. O'Shaquie Foster won that fight against Robson Canseco. I remember watching that fight when they had announced the winner. It was absolutely shocking. You had O'Shaquie Foster crying in the ring. You know, he was tearing up because how much it meant to him, my friends. Now, he ended up coming back in his last fight, rematching him, and giving him everything that he wanted. Absolutely putting a great display of boxing him and taking him to school, my friends. O'Shaquie Foster got it done again. But the thing about O'Shaquie Foster and Stephen Fulton, they are both dogs, my people. Stephen Fulton's coming off that fight with Brandon Figueroa. Their first fight was absolutely close. You see the way Stephen Fulton fights. He came out with the boots. He came out with the jean shorts, my friends. Yo, Stephen Fulton is a dog. This is a man who can fight from the outside. He can fight from the inside. His inside work is ridiculous, dude. He's fundamentally sharp. He has power in his punches, but he is going up weight in this fight to the 130-pound division to fight the WBC super featherweight champion, O'Shaquie Foster, right? Who won in the 23, beating Ray Vargas. But after that, had an absolute war with Eduardo Hernandez, dude. An absolute war, a fight that everybody thought Eduardo Hernandez was winning all the way up until round 11. And in round 11, O'Shaquie Foster hurts Eduardo Hernandez, and then Eduardo Hernandez ends up coming back in one of the rounds of the year, dude. And then O'Shaquie Foster in round 12 gets it done and leaves nothing to the judges, my friends, and finishes him.
The most spiteful work has come from Foster. Hernandez is in trouble. Just as we say that, Foster has found the shot. Hernandez in absolute disarray.
He cannot go into this exchange.
The champion's digging deep. I said it. The champion got him to dig deep. And that's what he's doing. And he gets hit with a big right hand.
Hernandez has rocked Foster. An unbelievable turnaround.
Big shots by Rocky.
Yep, but he cannot.
Now, since then, like I said, O'Shaquie Foster has been doing absolutely fantastic. He is still your WB Super Featherweight champion. I cannot wait for this fight, dude. Philadelphia versus Texas. Both men, both 31 years old, both 23 wins. Dude, we couldn't ask for more, dude, in a co-main event, in an absolutely spectacular fight with both fighters having amazing styles. Those two fights alone are worth paying for, right? Then we get the breaking news with Jesus Ramos. Jesus Ramos, guys, will be taken on at 160 pounds. The Hall of Fame legend's son, Sugar Shane Mosley Sr.'s son, Sugar Shane Mosley Jr., my friends. Shane Mosley Jr. Even though he has a record of 22 and 4 losses, you know, he has lost a couple times in his career. He's not the best fighter. He's kind of a tall fighter sometimes. It's a disadvantage for him. He has the biggest opportunity of his career as they're going to be fighting for the WBC interim middleweight champion bout of the world, my friends, at 160 pounds. Jesus Ramos wanting to make a statement here in this middleweight division, right? His only loss 3 fights ago was against Erickson Lubin, a fight that everybody thought he won. My people, Jesus Ramos versus Shane Mosley Jr. is a fantastic fight. It's a fantastic, fantastic fight. An opportunity for Mosley to show the world that he belongs in this division, and he may just be one of the best fighters in the world, but not Jesus Ramos gets an opportunity to finally fight somebody that might not be on the same level as him and give himself a little bit of hype heading into the middleweight division, my friends. You guys know right now the 160-pound WBC champion is Carlos Adames. Man, dude. PBC, October 25th. Breaking news. A ridiculous card that we are getting. And I'm telling you right now, hey, start selling the pay-per-views and I'm buying it already, my people. It's a wrap.